Tak, já bych v tuto chvíli pozval na pódiu dalšího prezentujícího, kterým je Avner Barkai. Bude to opět tlumočeno, to znamená, kdo potřebuje ještě sluchátka, tak si je může vzít u vstupu. Avner Barkai je z organizace Yeladim Fair Chance for Children z Izraele, z Tel Avivu, a je vedoucím programu zákonného opatrovnictví v této organizaci. A předávám mu slovo, protože nás tlačí čas.
Děkuji. This microphone. Good morning, everybody. I'm really honored to be the foreign speaker in Czech Associate for Streetwalk, which is amazing. We should have this associate in Israel. I'll tell you, my name is Avner. I'm a social worker, devoted, trying to help children, people. I'm not. My presentation won't be based on numbers like my the former speakers. I will try to convey some of things from my heart. So in Israel, that's why I nagged this guy from the Ministry of Welfare. I asked him how many children are in residential care and how many in foster care and families, because in Israel the situation is very bad. Like 80% of the children are in institutional care, and just 20% are going to families. This is very bad situation, and my invention was I will let it speak, but the title you see here is the innovative model of guardianship that I don't know the Czech word for guardianship, but it's apotropos. I don't know if it's familiar, but when parents can't function even as the most basic things that parents can do, just sign to get their children to get therapy, medicines, to go out. They have to have a functioning guardian. So the Israeli government, this is the actually okay. I don't know what is the parallel street food in Czech Republic to falafel, but I think maybe this is junk food, okay? But maybe hot dogs? No, I don't know. But falafel, like it's the thing that we eat in the streets. We eat together. You see, this is a common Israeli scene picture, okay? And the children in those residential care places are less. They are like cannot eat falafel as much as they want because they are in this institution. They can't go out to buy. Okay, so there is about 10,000 children that in those residential care institutions, like 8,000, and they are lacking, and 10,000 of them, like 10%, are lack any familial backing. Like all their parents died, or they are mentally ill, mentally disabled, drug addicts. Less alcohol in Israel. It's less alcohol. It's more drugs, and some cognitive problems. And then the government assigns appoints a guardian, an additional guardian to the parents. But the government doesn't differentiate between 12 years old kid and a 90 years old elderly person with Alzheimer. for them, it's the same. Like a kid needs, I think, kid needs someone to love him, someone to know him. And this guardian, I can't say, okay, you can take antidepressants, but I don't know you. I don't familiar with you. I'm just the agencies are tend to concentrate in bureaucratic spheres, in money and official things. And when I was appointed, like it was 9 years ago, I was amazed to see that I can be someone's guardian without getting to know him at all. I can just sit in my office and call or write an email and said, okay, you can give him antidepressants. You can he can go to this family. He can, and it was very saddening. It was very sad for me to explore it. And I came to my management and I told them we have to develop something else for those children. And one of the first child I was meeting, he was 14 years old. His parents were in jail. One of them was in jail. The mother was unfunctional. And he was in this for years. He was in this institution, residential care institution. And I came to visit him, and we went out to eat a falafel, which is like buying an ice cream to your children. And he said, you know what? I didn't eat a falafel for weeks. It's so tasty. And he started to talk about himself. And then he went to the stall. You know, there is, when you buy the falafel, you see how there is a stall. So you can take another chips, another French fries, another salads. You can, like, you buy the pita bread, and you can fill it again and again and again. And he went back and forth. He ate a bite, took more chips, more salads. And I told him, his name was Nathanael. I tell him, why are you doing it? It's like it's allowed, but it's not very polite. It's like very trying to exploit. He's trying to exploit the system. And then I realized it was like a turning point. No, I realized that I'm in a therapeutic scene. I'm in the middle. I understand that he acts like the dynamics, the interaction dynamics that he in his past interactions, mostly with his parents. He restored. That's the way they treated him. They tried to exploit him. They try to exploit everyone. They they want every benefit, everything that they can take, they take. And I understand that the child that suffered the violent abuse and lost confidence, he lost confidence in the authority figures, in the parents' figures, and that the world will protect him. And the world is just and fair, and he probably may develop sociopathic tendencies. I'm sure that you, as the streetwalkers, you are probably meeting those people around, but probably older ones in the streets. But they not believe in anyone. They not believe in society. We don't believe, and it's just for them, lying, cheating, exploiting others, it's a way of survival. So I understand that when he takes more and more French fries, more and more salads, he really acts his inner mind, inner soul. And then he always, and I always felt he does it to me also. Every time I was meeting him, he was demanding, give me that, buy me that, buy me this ice cream, buy me this iPhone, buy me this, buy, take me, give me. And I was, you feel like exploited. You think like someone takes things from you, from your heart, and as a minute, and when I was like telling him that I won't buy him, I won't give him, so he was aggression. He was towards me. When we went to here is Sephora for women, the places for hygiene and things like this, and he wanted to buy a perfume, but he had no money. Not enough. I control his money, and he wanted to buy the most expensive perfume. So I told the salesperson lady, I told her he doesn't have money, he just can buy this one. And then he almost punched me, he wanted to kill me, because I told her the truth. I told her that he is not wealthy. He is not capable of doing everything. When he was angry with me, he was throwing stones. Sometimes I came to visit him, and he was so angry of me, so he threw stones on me. So, and all the time he tried to undermine, to beat me, to say that I'm and to make me like to be not professional. Okay, like when I was standing to buy him juice and or something, and he stole. I was standing in the line to buy him, and then he stole things. And then he showed me, I stole this juice. Do you tell the police, tell the store that and once I realized it, he always planted me. He wanted to check where I'm fake, where I'm not really me, really love him, and always he tried to plant in my feet his feelings. Like, I want you to feel like I feel now. I feel that this is psychoanalysis. I don't know how much of you are familiar with Winnicott's ideas, but he was a very famous psychoanalyst in England. I will really recommend you to read about his work. But he said that the child causes you to feel how he is feeling, and if you success to pass this test, to be part of his drama, we all playing a role in his life drama of life. He's like written me, I am you have to be the one that I am lying, and you should lie with me. You should cheat with me. You should be aggressive, exploiting with me. And once I realized it, it was a turning point. This was a very important point of my professional life, because I understand I don't need to be like very straightforward, okay, so he cheated, he stole this juice. Do I need to go to the store people and tell them he stole? I didn't. He stole this juice and I didn't tell them. He was examining my attitude all the time. And once I gave him the confidence, it's for years, yes, I'm speaking about a process of years of contact until he was 18. It's 4 years. That I can it while our connection, it's like enabled to re-experience object relations between people and to appreciate that I'm not forcing my opinions, because I'm a spoiled kid. You know, I'm a spoiled kid from Prague. Like, my parents give me everything. I'm from the elite, I don't know, population, the Bohemian elite. And I'm not excluded. I'm not from the poor parts of the city or from the more poor areas of Czechoslovakia. I'm not for Slovakia. Why can I judge him? How can I judge him? To tell him, well, you are bad, you are stealing, you are cheating, and while I became part of his life, he had confidence in me. Things were changing. I'm not saying that now he's the most successful person in the world and the most honest person in the world, but it's much better. He can look at you and not try to see what he can get from you. Always, you know, what can I benefit from you? And also with those children that were hurted while they were very young, so they don't have the ability to symbolize what they feel. They have to act. They have to, if I feel now I want this toy, so I will take it by force. There weren't parents that tell me, no, don't take this toy. You may entertain yourself with something else. You may, because those kids who live those residential care places, they are lack those family from the early beginning of their life, from the early childhood, infancy. Okay, so the connection helps the kid to think symbolically. You know, that if he sees, I'm not stealing, I'm not cheating, so maybe he will feel that he can symbolize what he feels. He doesn't need to act. He can say, I'm sad that I can't buy this perfume. This is the pictures of my team. I'm the head of the team. There is like 8 social workers devoted that they meet and myself, we meet. It's just women work because it's informal scenes. You know, you can find yourself driving a car in the night with a girl. So I don't know how is it here, but I think it's quite similar that a woman with a boy, it's better than a man with a girl in those interactions. So just women works and me, which I'm very attached to my feminine part. And there was an evaluation of our work. I won't tire you with the consequences, but they found that this close connection was very, very influential about those children. They interviewed the children themselves while they were 18, 19, and the social worker in those residential care. And they all emphasizes the warm relationship, the relationship as a key point, as a key thing in the connection. She's been there for me 24/7. This is about me. That is in touch with my we didn't limit our activity just to this girl or boy. We try to meet his family, his neighbors, while because nobody lives just in this residential care. Everyone has connection. Everyone has family. Everyone has people, you know. So you can speak authentically, and I'm looking for this the picture, but it was in the first time. This one, the right picture. When you can come to the neighborhood, to the place that he lives, and don't afraid, you can meet his father, you can meet his drug addict father, you can meet his friends that are using drugs, that you can meet them and say, okay, I love Netanel. I know he comes from your place, but I'm here. I'm coming to know him, to know the places he comes from, and that's doing a lot of. That's very important to those children. So if you are streetwalkers, so you're probably doing it without my recommendations, but this is so important, and don't let them hurt your belief. Your belief in you are doing good, even if you are not sometimes say the right things, or go to everyone to tell the authorities that he's. If you collaborate with them, it's okay. You are playing a very important role in their lives, and I believe this is what helps more than any regulations or other methods. So thank you, Dziękuję, for your listening.